Well, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wow,
Sun's
what a nice
shining.
day.
Yep. As we said, it's like cooling down. Football's in the air. Such an
Roll
exciting.
Tide.
So yeah, did you say roll tide?
Yeah.
Roll tide.
We had to throw that in there
Oh
at
yeah.
least once.
Yes. Yes. Um,
Wow,
so
we've got a great show today. What do we have going on?
I think so too. And we're gonna do some real good demos today. But recently, as soon as last month, actually in August, Facebook and Instagram just put out all these awesome updates.
Yeah.
And why we care in particular is because they were all centered around helping small businesses, and a lot more kind of call to action features that just help businesses, you know, roll out their products and services easier, get them in front of customers, get, build up the leads for prospects to turn into, better conversions, all kinds of stuff. So we today are going to show you it all with your eyes to know exactly where to find it so that you can stand out on social media, and we're going to give you some bonus content ideas at the end. So let's get going.
Okay. All right, all jazzed up. All right, welcome to Marketing Mix, everybody. Every week we are here to share all kinds of digital marketing. We do love to mix it up. You never know what we're going to be talking about, but today is going to be fantastic. And gosh, so much good new information.
For sure. So before we get started, just a reminder, you can find us live every week on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And we play our replay on Instagram, and always check out our podcast, Marketing and a Mic. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put all kinds of videos out there every single week, and these are all just resources to help you. And that's what makes today so exciting, because, we're all about small businesses, businesses in general, really, and helping them to just increase their visibility and get themselves in front of customers. And Facebook and Instagram did some really cool stuff, because really it's all about making it easy for the customer to get their answer. So if it's easy for them to get their answer, then they're most likely to convert and stick with you and want to do business with you. So we're going to jump right in. And I think the first couple are more of just sort of housekeeping things.
Yeah.
But there are some new features, but they're important because we've seen them out there where they're not looking so good.
Well, yeah. Some of you need to check yourself.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Go to your page right now and see if your cover, that's what we're talking about, the top part of your Facebook, Instagram, all of those. Make sure your cover is not blurry, okay? Look at it on your mobile phone, check it on your desktop. You need to have it, the perfect size is 820 by 360, but you can be what we call in the safe zone if you do 640 by 312. So again, that gives you the best, I guess you say, optimization for your cover picture. So
yeah, can I jump in on this too real quick?
Absolutely.
So take a screenshot of this or whatever if you're watching this. The reason why this is so important, we talk about that safe zone, is because you may be building your cover and it's, this is what we're talking about, is like right at the top of your page, that big banner looking thing. The thing is if you don't have everything that you want in that crop zone, when somebody's looking on their mobile device, things are going to be cut off on the sides. And then same thing too, there's some things that might be cropped off on your desktop that are visible on your mobile device. So that's why the banner itself size should be 820 by 360, but you really want to make sure all your important content is right there in that safe zone of 640 by 312.
Exactly. And I know you've all seen those that are really blurry. The other thing that we like to talk about is the profile piece of it. Now, that was the banner, that was the cover. This is the profile that we're going to be talking about. And how many of you have seen where you they put their profile pic in there, and the way they arrange it or the size of it just doesn't fit right. You can see this is a square, okay, people. I know some people are trying to fit stuff in that's not a square. It needs to be a minimum of 180 by 180. So you can scale it to other dimensions, as Sarah is going to explain a little bit, but make sure that it is square, number one, and number two, that it is not blurry and people can read it, because this is what shows on all of your feeds and what's going to be your brand. So make it worth it.
Yeah. So let me explain this real quick. It's actually a square where the image fits, but it's a circle when you see it.
True.
But the thing of it is that what Facebook is going to do, excuse me, and Instagram, is if you just drop your image in there, they're going to stretch it to try to fit that square. That's why our recommendation is to take, and this 400 by 400, you can use like 360 by 360, but the ratio needs to be 1-to-1. But the real point that I want to drive home on here is that make sure that your image fits in that circle area, so that when you do upload it, they're not going to try to stretch it out and, ruin your great logo or try to cut off the sides.
Yeah, exactly. That drives me crazy. And sometimes it's difficult to make something, if it's a different size, but you can do all that in Canva, right? Canva, we love Canva, and we use that for a lot of our things. And those are tips that we can help you guys out with. So anyway, just make sure your first impression is nice and clean and neat and not blurry.
Yes, that's exactly right. So as we move on to number 2, I'm going to actually start sharing my
Okay. This may seem pretty self-explanatory, but you really need to fill out all of your information. So fill out your description completely. Start with the about piece of it. In the about piece, you should have this designed to drive leads. Keep it short and engaging, because there's other areas you can put information. Speaking of that, there's a place that you can put additional information. Use this space to drive more traffic and explain more details of your business. So you can use these different areas for different things, and not, and keep it short and sweet so people can see it. And then your contact info, please fill it out completely. Yes. People use these social media pages sometimes as like a little website. So make sure you have your website info, your phone number, your location, hours. As Sarah says, if you have it, put it on there.
Yeah, if you've got it, put it on there. Make sure it's consistent with all your Google My Business listings or your website and all that sort of stuff, to make sure it's everything, as we say, has got to be consistent. So as you're talking about with the about description, that's this right here. This is short but sweet. It can be up to 255 characters. But the point is it's as Glenna was saying, it's designed to drive leads, to talk exactly about what you do and how you can help your customers. And then they have another one, which is additional information. And this can be as long as you want. LinkedIn has something similar to this, where, it can be really, really lengthy. But if people want to get even more information, this is the spot. I think it's got over 1,000 characters or something like that. But all this sort of stuff. And I want to talk about your categories. Your categories are right here. You have up to 3 to choose from. And do I have this big enough that you can see?
I think so. If I'm going to get a little bit larger there, that's really good.
Okay. So we've got 3 categories that you could choose from. If you don't know why this is important, is it makes it even easier for people to find your business. So if they're searching for a marketing agency, or they're searching for internet marketing service, or whatever it is, then that groups us in that category. So that's why it's important that you utilize those. And if you don't know what your category is or what your optimal categories are, I would say snoop around and, check out to see what else is out there and what other common competitors are using. Really important. And then look at here. These are your social media handles. These you also want to have filled out, because, hey, if people are here and they are snooping around and they're going to poke around, you want to have everything right there. I know I do. I'm always
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
So these are all where, if I click on this, it's going to take me straight to Instagram. If I click on this, it's going to take me straight to our YouTube channel. So these are and it's also, I think, a great way to demonstrate your overall, social media presence, so that wherever they are, they can click through and see where else you are.
Yeah, and categories, if you don't know what that means, it's basically talking about your keywords. What do you
Yeah.
do? And you want to pick the best ones. There may be 6 or 7 that apply to you, but like Sarah said, you only get 3 that will show. So make sure that they're the ones that are most relevant.
Yes.
The next thing I want to talk about, which I love our call to action button, and you may have to go into Sarah, or maybe test button. I'm not sure which one you can show, but so I had to go in as myself. But these are some call to action buttons that you can use on your Facebook page. And we have book now on ours. And what's cool about it is that we have that you can book any of our services, and we name them one at a time. So you can actually do it right from our page. But here's a lot of different call to actions if you want to go over a few of those, Sarah, since you haven't pulled them up.
These are so exciting because they've even added more call to action buttons. And that's why this is so important, is like, think about your business and think, okay, out of all of the ways that a customer could contact us, what is really the best option? So is it a phone number? Is it, contact us as part of your website, take them to the contact us page? Is it sending them a message through Messenger? Is it like we were talking about booking an appointment? Now you can actually go on there and you could book a consultation, or you could actually book. We've got quote forms that you can fill out, where you can fill out if you need a quote, and they just fill out simple information. So, if you're in the food service, start an order, all these types of things. It's just really, really great because it gives them so many options. So we can't stress enough to make sure that you have this filled out, that it, and it matches your business.
Yeah, and you have that real estate right there, right in people's faces, so you should use it. I know we don't like to click around a lot because it lags on our time, but could you go and view our page as yourself? I want to brag on ours because Sarah has really, I want to show you what's possible, and we have to go in as, instead of our admin stuff, we'll show you our call to action button because, like I said, I want to show you what's possible. And I did mess you up, didn't I?
Oh, no.
It's like, we don't want to do too much. Well, there we go. Ours says book now, because the most important thing to us is if you want more information, you want to book some info, or book some time to go over the info with us. And we'll see if we can get it pulled up. Look at us. Right.
Yeah, I know. Isn't this
happening now?
I was distracted. I was like, we're live and we're live.
But look how cool this is. Look what's possible. I mean, tell us a little bit about what you did here, Sarah, because the graphics are awesome. I mean, this catches your eye.
So this was really, this is something that was exciting to me. And I might have to go back and I want to show you the back end of it.
Yeah.
Like, you now can add all of your products and services. And when you do this, so if somebody wanted to get more information, they would click on this. Now it's going to take me to actually scheduling an appointment, which we could certainly do. But say if I wanted to do that and I would hit continue, then it would take me to where I can actually schedule some time to talk.
Cool as that.
So that's, to me, really, it's really neat. And then we automatically get notified of it. So that's this area right here on services. And I'm actually going to show you where you can find that, because this is another really, really cool feature of where you can go on here and add all your products and services. You can add a description about what it is, and then again another call to action of, all right, come on and let's book an appointment or schedule some time together. So right here it's services. Now if you go to your own page, you might not see this. Well, not to worry, because you can actually set it up right here. You're going to go under settings, and this is on your business page. You're going to go under settings, then you're going to go right over here where it says templates and tabs. And if you can't see this very well, Glenda, just let me know.
No, I actually can see it really well.
Okay, good. So templates and tabs, it's going to tell you these are all the tabs that you can include on your page. And you can see services is right there. Some by default, they have it turned off. So just make sure you have it turned on. And there's all these other things that you can add, turn on and turn off. If you've got different offers that you want to put on there, like if you're running a promotion, you can turn this on. Shop is extremely great if you are in the profession of where you have some sort of merchandise to sell. So all of this is really great. And then I want to also mention, you want to put it in order of how you want people to see it. So I actually moved services. You could do, like this, where I actually moved it so that it's towards the top so that people can see it straight away on our home page. So that's right here under templates and tabs. And then we'll just go back to it so we can see.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to get us off track on that. It's just, it's all of this stuff. I don't think people realize how powerful these pages can be. They set up a page and start posting and just go on their happy way, and they don't realize.
Yeah, it is. It's really, it's so neat. I was very excited with this. So here's our services. So this is the back end of it. But as Glenna was showing before, I could go on services and I could actually go ahead and schedule an appointment right away and read through it. So here's social media marketing. I'm going to go in the back end here. I'm going to edit the service, or you can go at the top and add a service. So name of your product or service, then you're going to provide a nice little brief description of what you offer, and then your appointment duration, and then you can include an image of whatever image you choose. You know, because if you're in the service industry, you're in product industry, it's anytime you can show off your work, include it. So yeah, here you go. And then somebody could go in and just easily book an appointment with us. And you can, again, toggle which order you want everything to show in. But I think this is fantastic because, again, it's all about making it so easy for customers to get the information they need.
That's exactly right. And gosh, you just have so many options. It's unlimited, really.
Yeah.
When you're setting this up. So, all right, speaking of trying to make sure that your customers can get their responses as quickly as possible, we like to set up what we call an auto reply.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I know I've got you clicking all over the world.
No, you're fine. I made my screen too big, so I got to get on over here. All right, so again, you've got this navigation panel that's over here on the left. Yeah. And you want to go back. Let me go back to our home page again, because what's really cool. Come on, friend, work with me. All righty. So we can go in here and it's under messaging right here.
Yes. And this is very, very important. How many times have you guys gone to a page and sent a message and you get nothing back?
Oh, I know.
So we set this up for our customers. This is a scenario where if you can't respond very quickly, the customer still gets an auto response as soon as they put in a message. It's buying you time, basically. It doesn't replace you talking to them, but it does buy you time. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, exactly. So when you're over here under messaging, it's going to give you all these different message settings. This is right here under set up automated responses. And when you go over here, you'll have another navigation panel and it'll show you all different options. But you're right, Glenn, as you said, it's that thing of when we are trying to contact a business, we need that acknowledgement right away. And what's this guy doing? So we need that acknowledgement right away of like, okay, my message has been received. So an auto reply essentially is just a way to send an automated message straight back to let the customer know we've received your message. Someone will get back to you. So it's right here. You see where it says instant reply. Make sure it's turned on. Okay. Yeah. Over here on the right, you're going to see what the customer, potential customer, prospect, whatever will see. This can be edited right here. So you can edit your message to whatever you want. Just make sure it's set to on. And again, thank you for contacting us. Someone from our team will be in touch with you shortly. At the very least, customize your message, have it on. So that way, that at least if you can't get to the customer right away, your automated message will.
Exactly. And you may want to give them even some options. You don't want to send them to another location, but you could give them an option if they're like, oh, if I could text them or I could just send them call them or whatever. You can put that in there. Like Sarah said, it's customizable. Just think about what your customer goes through and what would be the best for them.
Yes, that's exactly right. There's so many options over here, so you do want to check it out, but we're going to just touch on these two. The other option is frequently asked questions. Again, it's another way to give your customer the answers that they need when you can't just be sitting there in your Messenger app responding. So right here is your frequently asked questions, and you have this menu. So it's over here. Make sure it's blue turned on. Okay. And I've got all of these.
Like, give us some examples of what ours are, and maybe that can kind of help them.
Yes. So here's question number 1. This is, how can I schedule a consultation? We look forward to speaking with you further. To schedule a consultation, please click on the button below. So the button will actually have the name schedule a consultation. And then I've got the link that's going to take them straight to our contact us page. And on our contact us page, we do have a form where they can fill out their information.
Yeah.
And then here's another one. What services do you offer? I give them an automated response, and then I add a button, learn more, and then it takes them to our About Us page. I put on here another one, our podcast. And that's just another example that I want to show in here of, hey, if they want to poke around and learn more about what we do, then I'm going to go ahead and set that up. Would my company benefit from digital marketing? All these different types of things. These are buttons. I could give them a free report where we can take a scan of their business. So again, you can keep adding, what is SEO? I've got a lot of questions in here. But the point of this is that I have a button that takes them somewhere else where they can get even more information and contact us.
Yes, that's the most important thing. And Sarah's mentioned it 2 or 3 times. This is all about giving your customer the best response or giving them the best information, all the information. So these are such cool things. I want to also say good morning. I didn't recognize people that are joining us this morning. Good morning, Levon, Perry, and Steve Johnson. We're glad you guys are joining us this morning live.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah. So if any of you are thinking, okay, what could I add on this? This goes in your messenger section. And it's when they go on there, they can choose from the list of questions. And again, it'll provide that button. So it's just really important. You know, if you think about what are the common questions I get all the time, put them in here. And then, yeah, you could go ahead and save it. And
yeah, make sure you save it after you set up all that stuff.
We'll make that mistake. And the cool thing too, all of this stuff too can be synced. So I can actually add this to Instagram. And that is another thing too. When I talked about Facebook and Instagram, they're really interchangeable in a lot of ways. And so this is just another great way to integrate the both of them together so that anything you have on here will go on Instagram as well.
Wow. Yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. Those are sort of the basics. Let me get back here.
I guess we were there all the time, but
but I think it's so fascinating because you just think like when people are on a website or on anybody's social media page, it's, you know, you do judge quickly and you do want to get your answers quickly. So if you don't have things that are easy to navigate, just like your website, you know, people are going to be like, well, I'm out of here.
And how easy is that stuff to do? It looked pretty easy when you were doing it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Most people come to me and they're like, I have no clue even where to start. Well, number one, you could have us do it for you. And we do set all that up for our customers, like I said. But number two, if you just get in there and dig around a little bit, if you mess something up, you can always take it back off. So the important thing is fill out those pages. We always call it blinging out. Let's bling out those pages.
So, yeah, absolutely. Bling them out, bling it out. But I mean, if you've got all those features, use it.
And I think we covered products and services. Or is there anything else that you wanted to say about that before we move on?
No, just make sure that you look for that and fill that out. And again, you can attach another call to action to all of your services too. So if you need help with any of that stuff, of course, get in touch with us. But
yeah, exactly. So we also have some other new features to help grow your audience. Obviously, we've talked a little bit about housekeeping, how to set everything up, but it's all about making it easy for customers to get to you and to grow your audience. So we have new ads in Instagram's shop tab, which is pretty cool. So is this going to be something that you can show too?
Yeah, I actually just took a screenshot of it, but these, if you are, again, in the business of where you have some sort of product or service that you can get in front of people that it's visible, then this would be something to think about. So this is called Instagram Shop Ads, and I just did a screenshot of us. You know, this is say on your phone here, you're going to see this little shop tab right here, and this is what you see right here on the right. These are going to be all types of sponsored ads. They're like little squares, but if people are shopping, which you would be so surprised how much people are using Instagram Shop for, because they've made it just so easy to shop around.
Yeah.
So again, these are sponsored ads. It's great. People can shop around. Once they look at one of your products, so let's say you have an ad that's displayed, they can go on there and then it'll list all your other products too, which is so nice. And Instagram is just, I have to say, they have just really become more aggressively sales focused. And it's just this is a great option for any type of e-commerce business. We would really recommend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are always asking me, what can I do to sell products online? Well, gosh, yeah, you can put them on your website, but you have all of these options too. And this is where people are living.
Yeah.
they may not be living on your website all the time, but they're sure living on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they're looking at all of that stuff. And the next thing we're going to bring up is just amazing to me, because again, some of the most frequently asked questions we get is, where do I start? How do I even do it? How do I even know what to do? Well, we have something on Instagram that's pretty new that's called a Stay Informed button. Now, this is amazing because it allows you to see how other businesses are connecting with people.
Yes.
It's a guide that really offers real posts and ads from other businesses that are successfully gaining traction on the platform. So it gives you tons of ideas.
Yes, I cannot tell you how much I love this. So everybody on their Instagram business page, you're going to, at the very top said view professional dashboard. You want to click on that, and then you're just going to scroll down, and right over here it says see how other businesses connect with people. It is fascinating. So, we all get kind of that stuck brain fart of like, oh gosh, what kind of content, what's working out there, what's not. This is just the best way for you to get inspiration and kind of just see a list of high performing posts all together to help you get inspiration for your own content. So it's just another helpful outlet for you to see, hey, what's going on out there on Instagram and what's working for my type of business.
Oh my gosh. This is a game changer, because you're seeing it in real life right there, what's working and what isn't. And it can give you so many ideas.
Well, yeah. And, and it works. I was thinking about this. I thought, well, if you're trying to do your own social media, the bottom line is social media takes a heck of a lot of time.
Yeah.
So, but this is just a good resource for anybody to at least get those ideas going. And I'm always searching around. That's what I'm always researching and trying to see what else is out there. So it's very exciting for us as well to have those types of
as posters, and Sarah does all of Fusion One marketing stuff. And then obviously we have a whole social media team that works with all kinds of different businesses. It's huge. And that's something that you could use for inspiration, I guess, is the biggest thing. If you don't know where to begin. Now, Facebook's not going to be left behind, right?
No.
They're trying not to be left behind. So they have a campaign idea generator. Is what it's called. So not to be outdone, they launch a tool that will give you more inspiration as well, and also additional resources. Again, you just select your business type, and the tool will provide campaign ideas, industry insights, and tips. So this is going to put us out of business. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I was thinking about that too, but I was like, here's the thing. You can have ideas up the wazoo.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it is a commitment no matter what.
It is. I'm being kind of silly, but also if we are posting for you, this may be someplace you want to go and find some ideas to relay to us.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is if you go on facebook.com/business, you could go around to the different tabs to find this, but it's a campaign ideas generator. So this is really neat. You can go in here, switch this out. I have an automotive business and I would like suggestions for, and you could change it. You could change it seasonal. You could say for the holidays, you could change it to, for the summer, whatever it is. And then select your industry and you can get campaign ideas. So this is so neat. It's got resources. So right now it's just by default on automotive, but it's going to tell you like, do a raffle idea. It's just absolutely insane how it can help you. It gives you different ideas, any type of the year campaign ideas. It'll give you actually some success stories to see what other business have done and how it's worked. So it's really fascinating. And I've got actually one more spot that I wanted to share too. But isn't that just like, wow?
Oh, it's amazing. It really is.
And you know why it's cool is because nothing against Facebook and Instagram, because we do love them. But for a little bit, they were making it a little, not as easy to hang on a minute here. I guess was it not sharing my screen?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck's going on here? Okay, let me go over to the right spot here. All right, there we go.
Yeah, I've got it easy over here just doing nothing. Sarah's having to click and move and talk.
So this is sort of a nice Facebook business. You could do Instagram business hub for how to also help this. It's just another resource. We showed you before with Instagram how it's got that resource where in your dashboard. So this is another area that they're doing of, hey, reach more customers. It's just giving you more ideas or articles to read or popular hashtags or just all kinds of stuff to help you get, churning with some content ideas.
And is that the facebook.com/business? Is that where you went? Okay.
It is facebook.com/business. So this is sort of business, Facebook's little inspiration hub, whereas on Instagram, it was right there under your professional dashboard. And then you can pull up and it's essentially the same kind of stuff, where it's helping you reach more customers, all that sort of stuff. So really cool.
It's a lot of info, but it's such cool information. I'm so glad we did this one. When you started talking to me about this, I was like, oh my gosh, everybody needs to know about all of this stuff.
It's so great. And we talk about this too, that there's search engines out there, and social media, it works like a little mini search engine too. So it's really important that you use your social media as effectively as possible. And it's nice to have these tools to help.
Yeah, exactly. Well, gosh, that was a ton of information. And thank you for putting all those screenshots and navigating that for us this morning. And as always, if you have any questions on these things or any other things that are digital marketing, we love to help, and message us for a free consultation.
Yes, for sure. All right. Until we will see you next week with another new show.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.